I don't know how much time I have. The signal is weak and the static's getting worse. But if you're out there, if anyone's still listening, please believe me. We thought we were alone. We were wrong. It started 6 weeks ago, on a Tuesday. I remember because I was working the night shift at the weather station just outside of Black Hollow, a small town tucked into the Appalachian Mountains. Population, 1,037. Quiet. Nothing ever happened there. That night, the fog rolled in unnaturally thick. I'd seen plenty of fog before. Hell, we got it almost every morning, but this wasn't right. It came fast, like a tidal wave swallowing the forest, and it didn't behave like regular fog. It moved against the wind. The clouds twisted unnaturally, hugging the treetops, slithering along the ground in tendrils that looked almost purposeful. I radioed the ranger outpost and tried to log the anomaly, but the line was dead. All communication lines went dark in a matter of minutes. I thought it was just a technical issue at first, until the screaming started. It came from the forest. A high, sharp, human scream, echoing across the valley like a wounded animal. Then another, and another. I stood frozen at the observation deck, watching vague silhouettes thrashing in the fog, tall, spindly shapes that didn't move like any person I've ever seen. They were gliding. I locked the doors. That didn't stop them. They didn't break in with brute force. No shattered glass. No smashed doors. They simply appeared. One moment I was alone, the next I felt a change in the air, like the pressure dropped, like something was sucking all the sound and heat out of the room. And then it was there, right behind me, 7 feet tall, gray skin stretched tight over a thin, skeletal frame. Arms too long, fingers like needles. Its face was the worst, no eyes. Just a smooth surface, featureless except for a vertical slit where a mouth might have been. It opened, and I felt it, not sound exactly, but vibration deep in my bones like it was speaking straight into my cells. I blacked out. When I came to, I was outside, lying face down in the wet grass. The station was gone. Not destroyed, gone. No rubble, no burn marks, just an empty patch of land. I walked back to Black Hollow on foot. Took me 2 days. I didn't see a single car. No birds. No animals. Just that damned fog clinging to everything like spiderwebs. The town was dead. Not empty, dead. Cars left running in the streets. Doors wide open. Food still cooking on stoves. But no people. No bodies. Just absence. And then I found the mural. On the side of the old church, where a Welcome to Black Hollow sign used to be, someone had painted a massive spiral, black paint, erratic brush strokes, and symbols I couldn't recognize. Not letters. Not any language I know. My eyes hurt just looking at it, like it was too real to process. I spent the night in the high school gym. Couldn't sleep. The lights wouldn't turn off. They flickered all night, casting shadows that didn't belong to anything in the room. I swear to God I heard footsteps in the bleachers. And whispering. The next day I saw them again. The tall things. Walking calmly through the fog, scanning. Searching. I don't know if they could see me, but I knew better than to move. They weren't killing people. They were taking them. I saw a group, 4 or 5 neighbors I recognized, standing in the street, completely still, eyes vacant. One of the creatures touched their foreheads, and they just vanished. Not teleported. Erased. Like someone had scrubbed them out of existence with an invisible hand. I found other survivors, maybe a dozen of US, holed up in the old mine tunnels west of town. We had no power, no supplies, and no plan. Just fear in each other. One guy, Lucas, said he used to work for the government, Black Ops, some underground project. He claimed he'd seen something like this before. The precursors, he called them. Said they weren't just aliens. Said they weren't even from a planet. They're from outside, he told us, eyes wild. Outside the universe. They found a crack in the skin of reality. They slipped in. I didn't want to believe him. But the longer we stayed in the tunnels, the more it made sense. We started losing time. I'd close my eyes for a second and hours would pass. Sometimes you'd turn around and one of us would be gone, and no one would remember them being there in the first place. Except me. I remember all of them. We found an old radio in the maintenance room. Lucas rigged it to scan frequencies, hoping for a signal. Most of the time, all we got was static. But once, just once, we heard something. A voice. The cities have fallen. Repeat, all major cities are dark. If you're receiving this, do not engage. They are not bound by physical laws. They are not. And then it cut. Lucas said we needed to leave. Head west. There was a facility, he claimed, buried under the Rockies. They were planning for this. They knew it was coming. He never explained who they were. And I didn't ask. I just followed. That was 5 days ago. We lost half our group in the first 24 hours. One of them just started screaming and ran into the fog. Another swore she saw her dead daughter standing in the road, calling her home. She walked straight into the arms of one of them and smiled like she was going to church. Lucas and I are the only ones left. We've been hiding in the burned-out shell of a gas station on Route 19. The fog doesn't come inside, but they do. Every night they walk past, brushing the walls with their two long fingers, humming that bone-deep frequency that makes my teeth ache. Lucas is asleep now. He doesn't wake up easily anymore. He says the dreams are better. I don't have the luxury. Something in me refuses to shut down. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's adrenaline. Or maybe I know that once I fall asleep, I won't wake up again. Tonight I saw something new. A tear in the sky. Like the world was splitting open above the mountains. Through it, I saw stars, but they weren't our stars. They were wrong. Wrong colors. Wrong patterns. And something was moving behind them. Big. Slow. Alive. They're not done. This isn't just an invasion. It's a replacement. I think they're changing the rules, rewriting the physics of our world to suit them. The fog is just the beginning. The more they alter things, the less we'll remember what came before. Already, I can't recall my mother's face, or what my dog looked like. I write things down, but the ink fades. The paper decays. Even my memories feel slippery. I'm leaving this recording here. Maybe someone will find it. Maybe not. Lucas says the facility is only 3 days away now. If we make it, I'll send another message. If we don't, well, at least you'll know we existed. And if you're reading this, stay out of the fog.